Boom! The late adopter. Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel, to the new Bitcoin video. Right now minus 0.91% in red. That's this candle over here. So we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about what's actually happening, mostly about this part over here. Like are we going to go up? Are we gonna break these resistances up here, these moving averages, because they are quite heavy. They are coming for us, so we gotta get there. We gotta get there. This looks like some kind of double bottom pattern. Will this actually hold or not? We're gonna talk about that. There's some kind of falling wedge happening over here. Are we gonna get out of the wedge, stuff like that? So also we're gonna look at the weekly chart and see some kind of danger signals that might actually play out if some certain things happen, and what we can do about it. That said, before we get into the charts, as always, there's something called daily altcoins video where we rank coins, look what's good, what's not, what's pumping, what's not pumping, and stuff like that. So if you got some kind of problems picking coins, you will need some kind of help, check the Patreon link down below. Also check out the Telegram link. We are trying to get to the 4,000 members, right now at 3,900 or something like that, so do join us there. That said, let's get into the charts and see what's actually happening with Bitcoin. Yes, this is very problematic. This is very problematic. We don't like these big red candles, and we don't like what's happening down here. We would mostly likely just go down and just pump again, like down and pump again, but right now we're going down and sideways. So that's kind of bad sign, right? That's bad sign. But when everything is bad, like only way you can go is up, right? So for Bitcoin to actually become bullish again, like strongly bullish, we have to cross this line up here. If we do not cross that line, technically we are not bullish, technically speaking. So if we want to get back above the 60 levels, if we want to go higher up here, we have to break the line. We have to break the line. But this line is creating very nice resistance right now, and it's forming it with these wicks down here. Maybe something like this. Actually, this looks better than this one. This over here, and this is some kind of folding wedge that we are right in right now. Went up, down. So we are thinking like something like this might actually happen, because folding wedges are actually bullish patterns, and they break on the upside. This can also break on the downside. We can also see what's going to invalidate the wedge, and because these wedges can get invalidated, meaning although probabilities to the upside, they can always break the downside, so always keep that in mind, right? But it's a bullish wedge. It's a bullish wedge, however you look at it. We are only in the start of it, so there might actually come more bleeding, but at the end of it we should actually try to get on the upper side, right? So that's actually the goal for this, and we're gonna see what's actually happening. Down here, very important level to hold today is this one down here. That's where is it? Here, that's the level we want to hold today. That's at 49,191 or something like that, give or take. That's because this low down here and this low is actually higher than the previous low. That means that technically we are an uptrend, and we want to hold that. We don't want to fall down below this line, because that will mean that we have low, lower low. Actually we have low, lower low, lower low. That's like a lot of lows. Now that's normal. That's normal thing in a falling wedges, that you have these lows. But we want to avoid that. Like we want most bullishness that you can get out of the price. That said, there is something happening right now over here that we might actually zoom in on 1 hourly chart and see what's actually happening. And what you're gonna see here, that there is some kind of pattern forming out here. So I'm trying to figure it out, and the best solution or best thing I've come so far is something like this. Like this might be some kind of upper resistance line, and then we got some kind of lower resistance line down here. Sorry, lower support. So this might be actually some kind of falling pennant. Now these are bearish pennants, so we don't like them. When we go down and go into this pennant, the probability to these are continuation patterns, and they break on downside. Now if you do break on downside, because we are sitting below the moving averages down here on the 1 hourly, we try to break them on the upside, and sometimes it does happen. We break them outside. If we can break the moving averages on the upside, we can actually break on the upside up here as well. But you always have to see what's happening. Like if you break on downside, you do what you have to do, and break on upside, you do what you have to do, because one or the other is gonna break, and once they break, like it can be crazy. If you break on downside, this down here is the line you want to watch. So it's at 47,821. We were previously at that line. and not once but twice. This is the first touch. Okay, this is technically the first time, but this is the first touch. This is the confirmation of the line 47,700, actually 47,821. You don't want to fall below that line. If you get out of this triangle, this pennant fell out, and we start falling below 47,821, you know, you do you, I'll do me. I'll take care of my money, you take care of your money, just so that's it. On the other hand, if we actually break on the upside, it might be actually quite nice. It might be actually quite nice. So we are looking at both scenarios, and you should always look at both scenarios in any kind of pattern, because they can happen, and patterns are very powerful. Because right now all the traders are inside here. All the traders are seeing the same thing me and you are seeing right now. They are inside here, and when we get to the edge of it, they have to decide, are we going to go up or are we going to go down? So a lot of people will be buying and a lot of people will be selling, and whoever wins, that's where the price is going to go. And all of the other players, when you have a bullish and when you have buyers and sellers, if the price breaks on that, all of these players will close their positions and go to the downside, because they lost the bet, and they using the stop losses to get off the positions, and right now they're going and putting more pressure on the downside. So the pressure on the downside might be quite heavy. That's why these patterns are actually quite significant. That said, now I'm going to explain to you what are we looking at on the weekly chart, and what actually might actually be a very big problem for Bitcoin right now. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but we have to look at it and we have to know what's happening. First thing first, this 20 moving average can be broken. Today is Saturday, so tomorrow comes Sunday and then Monday. Sunday night this candle is closed because that's a weekly candle, and if we fall below 46,667 or somewhere down around there, or even just hover barely above it, because we will be technically below it next week, right? Because this moving average is moving upwards. So if we close down here next week, we will be below the moving average technically, and can continue further down. So we don't want to fall below here. And technically, let me see, like over here is like something like 47.6, and here's 47.5, so 1,000, give or take 1,000 more, maybe something around 49,005 or something like that. We want to get above this level up here, give or take. That's like something like 49,460. If we can close 49,600, 49,500, let's give it a nice round number, because you know everybody likes round numbers. If we can get above that level, you can see we are almost there right now. We are at 49,472. If we can get above that next week, all nice and dandy, all nice in the paradise of Bitcoin. The problem is if we start falling below that line. Also, the other line to watch for is bottom of this candle down here at 49,127. So if the worst case scenario is closing below 49,127, because if you do that, we are below the 20 moving average. We created something called lower low, because this is low, and then you have a new candle down here that creates lower low. You get this bearish trend going on. It's not something you want to do. So watch out what's happening. Look for the closes on the daily, on the weekly candle. Now daily can happen anything. I mean, we can drop, we can do anything, but you know, the big money, the investors, the powerful people, they are looking at the weekly candles. They don't look at the daily or 4 hourly or anything like that. They come once a week on Monday, sit around a big round table and say, okay, open up the Bitcoin chart. They open up the Bitcoin chart. Where's the price now? Okay, what are we gonna do? Is the bullish or bearish? Ah, it's good. Okay, then we buy. It's bearish. Okay, then we sell, you know. And if they see that the price is below the 20 moving average on the weekly chart, it can be bad. I'm just saying so you can understand what's going to happen. Also, the game of hodling is not actually the best thing to do right now, because we are having this trend that we have to break. So hodling tactics might be actually kind of sketchy. So do what you have to do. Understand that this might actually fall down and stuff like that. You know, Bitcoin does what it does. It's very volatile. But we are looking positive at it. We are trying to get this rising wedge to work for us. All right, and if it does that, if we can manage to hold certain levels up here, the VIX can go down there. That's fine. If we can manage to hold these levels up here, then we might have a very good chance actually to next week try to get to these moving averages and try to break them. That said, again, check out the links down below for Patreon and Telegram, and subscribe to the channel because I do these Bitcoin videos every single day. Every single day I do Bitcoin videos, so you need to know what's happening with Bitcoin because your alts are dependent. It's like they're like brother and sister, you know, always together, you know. Bitcoin video, man, important. See you around, guys. Bye bye.